Hello there. My name's Duddits, I do builds and stuff. Today's video is going to be absolutely massive. We are talking about the armor set bonus for the Swordmaster gear set. This is absolutely cracked and it does some crazy things with Ergo Sum and the lightsaber, the Praxic blade. We're going to make our swords. By the time you've watched this video, they're going to be able to jolt, weaken, exhaust, and get surrounded by kinetic blades. So stay with me, I'll break it down. So we'll start off from the Swordmaster gear set. I believe the only place you can get this from Pinnacle Ops, correct me if I am wrong, but the 2-piece bonus Balestra states damaging a target with a sword, glaive, or any melee attack exhausts them. Exhaust targets deal reduced outgoing damage. It's 25%. So just for the sake of the video, and so I don't overflow everyone with information, and for my own personal reasons, I've got a problem. I just like to break things down little by little. So I'm just going to start with a 2-piece set for now, and then I will work my way to the 4-piece set, which is also extremely good. So damaging targets with a sword, glaive, or melee will exhaust them. So if you can see these wizards, they're glowing red. That is the exhaust sign. It's a bit like Sever's green, exhausts red. So they are dealing 25% less damage to you and your teammates. It works with melees, various different melees, arcane needle, threaded spike, things like that. And it also works with your standard melee, so even if you haven't got a charged melee, just any melee will also apply the exhaust, and it works with glaives as well. So your lightsaber is obviously really good, but the Swordstorm combo is really, really good this season. Perform 3 light attacks followed by a heavy attack. This summons penumbral blades. It disorientates as well. So this actually works with the Swordmaster as well. I'm assuming these little things are coded by sword mechanic or sword weapon, very obviously, because as you can see there, these penumbral blades, they are actually also applying that exhaust as well. So you've got multiple different ways, especially with a lightsaber, just throw it, or you can do that and exhaust, which I think is very cool. Now, Ergo Sum, they're sort of been forgotten about. I mean, I've got about 55 of these in my vault. I was hoping it was going to be extremely useful one day. The Arc Conductor version is really, really strong because this is a bit like Risk Runner. You're going to be able to do the caster frame version, and that will chain targets like so, and you get that arc resistance around you. And this also procs the Swordmaster 2-set bonus. So you're going to be able to run around, electrocute, and be able to apply exhaust all at the same time. And then very, very obviously add your penumbral blades into that as well. And you are going to be able to exhaust everything all around you. And plus get that extra arc damage resistance as well. Now, I think that is absolutely incredibly good. Now, this is where my brain starts ticking into builds. I don't do builds and stuff if you didn't know. Now, with Getaway Artists, you can convert your arc grenade into an arc soul. These now jolt. As we know, these all got buffed. It works with grenade stats. Add in Facet of Dominance, and you can very, very easily apply jolt as well as everything else you've seen. So, you've got electric chaining, your penumbral blades, your Ergo Sum benefits, arc resistance, now you're jolting and exhausting all at the same time. That is, to me, this is just like music to my ears. However, like I said, my brain started ticking, started thinking about a few things more. Now we're on Prismatic, you can very, very easily get Devour. This is a Void buff, don't forget, and also on the Seasonal Artifact perk, you've got Singularity Blade, while you have a Void Elemental buff. Your sword hits now weaken targets, and you're going to create a weakening burst. And because they're weakened, you're going to be able to put Void Infestation on there to keep spreading the Void weakening. So now we're going to be able to weaken as well as everything else you've seen. So basically what we've got Jolt, Exhaust, Chaining capabilities from the Ergo Sum, Arc Resistance, Weakening. Like, I've probably missed some, but all these working together, and it's not even hard to do, especially with the Ergo Sum. Or the lightsaber would also work pretty good as well. So I'm just using Ergo Sum, but the Arc version, you've got all different ones. You've got Void, you've got Solar ones as well. I personally think the Arc one's really good just for that extra Arc damage resistance. And Getaway Ice is a very, very popular build. You can even build into Bolt Charge and things like that with it, which I did recently, but it was on a full arc subclass. I'll leave a video to that. So yeah, you could build into Bolt Charge as well for extra damage. So all that is pretty cool, but before I just go a little bit further in the video and go to the 4-piece set, I just want to say an absolutely massive thank you to Aegis and that team on that video that I did last night, because he literally went over everything with all the new gear sets. I'm going to link that. So some of the stuff I've seen, I'm talking about now, is down to that video. So a big, massive thank you for all the hard work you put into that video. It is really, really good. Now, the 4-piece bonus, blocking attacks with a sword or glaive grants you a short period of damage resistance against combatants when you next drop your guard. Stronghold Titans, hello. This gives you a 50% damage reduction, so I've just got a quick example. Very, very obviously, you need to get something to shoot you. Block, and then as soon as you stop blocking, you're going to get resist ×4, which is a 50% damage reduction. Again, this opens up a couple of different builds, strongholds, etc. Now, the thing is with this, again, this is thank you to Aegis who mentioned this in his video. What you can actually do, I don't know if this is intended, as long as you get that resist up from blocking, as long as you keep blocking every 2 or 3 seconds, you can keep that 50% DR going all of the time. So you can see in this clip, I've still got it. I ain't really blocking any damage. Just keep blocking every couple of seconds, and you can keep that resist going all of the time. So just wanted to throw that out there. I've done a couple of Praxic blade builds and some Black Talon builds, and I'm sure you've seen an absolute crap ton of these going around the intranet at the moment. Swordmaster, if you can get hold of this from Pinnacles, Pinnacle Ops, all them builds you've seen, I'm pretty sure 99.9% of them don't have Swordmaster. So add Swordmaster to them builds, my own builds and builds you've seen, and it's going to be instrumental. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.